Yo, what's going on, y'all? DeSwami here. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I'm here today making this video. As you can tell by the title, I want to show you guys my thought process of making melodies, specifically for a dance track in this case, and working around my chord progression and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, just get to it. Alright, so basically, what I have pulled up right now is just the progression I made from my Future Bounce Electro House tutorial. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. That's basically where I'm going to draw my entire idea from. So basically my thought process, first let me play this chord progression out. So yeah, super simple. I showed you the chords in the other video. Super basic chords. They're all just major and minor chords. Basically all I did was hum a melody to basically what I do is I feel like every first bar of the 4-bar melody, or because usually your melodies will be at least 4 bars, at least the first part. The first bar is usually the most catchiest and like basically the hook that gets the listener ready to hear the rest of the melody. So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna duplicate this down and show you guys a few strategies that I use when I'm using my making my melodies. So basically what I'll always do is I'll borrow the chords and I'll mute them, so this way I know which one's a chord tone and which notes aren't the chord tone. So the key of this is in F sharp major, and F sharp major is basically all the black keys, and the two white keys that you can use are F and B, which is right here. So those are the only white keys, but all the black keys are allowed to be used in this scale. So it's really easy. It actually makes like really joyful music because usually the sharp tones are like where a lot of energy and happiness reside. And so yeah, if you ever want to give F sharp major a try, you definitely should. So basically, oh, by the way, I mentioned chord tones, and chord tones are basically notes that are in your chord. So like, let's say this is your chord right here. If I were to play a note right here, that would be a chord tone in addition to this. That's a chord tone. But if it was in a chord or a note that isn't being used in this chord, like this G, let me just make sure. See, it's not being used in the chord anywhere. So this would be a non-chord tone. The non-chord tones give this sort of feeling where it doesn't really sit right with the rest of the chord. It actually builds a lot of tension, and you can use this to your advantage when you're jumping between your chords. Like I wouldn't necessarily use a chord tone or a non-chord tone in the first note of your melody. So I'd usually use a chord tone. Like since this one's a B major, I'll probably use this F right here because I believe it's the 5th or the 7th from, or yeah, the 5th from B. So usually the 5th, which is about 7 steps away from your root note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This I learned this from a Kashmir video, but usually if you start 7 notes from your chord tone or your root note, you can get some really nice tones with the first melody or first note of your melody. So but for the sake of this video, that isn't exactly what I did, because I kind of hummed the melody in my head, and when I do that, I kind of just pick notes at random. I kind of know where the non-chord tones should be and where the chord tones should be. Usually, for the most part, when the first chord hits, if I have a melody there or a note there, it'll usually be a chord tone. So as I said before, let's kind of play with that melody that I had in my head. It went dum 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 dum. Sorry for my terrible singing, but let's have the metronome on. Dum 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 dum. See, it's super simple. And then I just have that the most catchy part of that melody is just that first part when it goes dum 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 dum. Super simple. That's really how your melody should be. And usually just kind of play around and keep humming the melody so that you can get a feel for which note you're looking for. So let's see. Don't 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 know. Don't 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 don't. Lower. Another cool way to keep track of your melodies, if you might forget it while you're humming it, is a voice memo of it and hum it into your phone. It might not be the best quality, but if you get the general idea down, you might be able to replicate which notes you were humming in your melody, and I feel like that's pretty effective. Even if it's not exact, a lot of these melodic elements can be done on accident if you get it right. You just gotta make sure you're in key and you know which note, like the general area of which note you're humming. I wouldn't say I never know what note I'm humming, but I know like the tone of it, so I just have to go through the notes that are in my scale that closely resemble the note I'm humming. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. No. And that's already the catchiest part of the melody right there, just because it's so like dancey and it has that swing to it already. This could take a lot of trial and error. You just have to get it right. So don't know. I guess I should just go lower. I should just go lower. And then what I'm basically gonna do is just have this first part repeat because that's like the hook. And since I'm using like a two bar chord progression, it'll fit right into the rest of the track. And in a lot of these dance tracks, they tend to like walk up with their notes. It's kind of awkward to pull off sometimes, but it's really effective if you get it right. Guys know. And then it keeps walking up. Don't. I think I'm gonna do don't. Oh, don't. No. This should be a walk down. Yeah, that's it right there. So yeah, you don't have to try too hard. But that's usually how it goes. And then let's say we wanna do another, make this an 8-bar melody. Usually it'll actually just be the whole same thing, maybe with like minor variations, but for the sake of time I'm just gonna change this last part. This could have like more notes in between it. There could be a note here. So yeah, just like a subtle change like that is honestly enough to get through. Another tip that I like to use when I'm using, or a trick that I like to use when I'm trying to give more excitement and variation to my melodies, add little grace notes on these elongated notes. Like let's say in this first bar, like this one, since it's like a, usually I'll do this for like the top of the melody, like when it reaches like the peak, like right here or something like that. Me over here, I'll put these little grace notes, which are basically just like notes right before the actual note of that melody. So like, yeah, something basically like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching if you did. So please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Continue to check out my videos if you do. Let me know how I do. Let me know what kind of videos you would want in the future. I'm happy to appease any one of you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a good day. Peace.